Are your mornings feeling rushed and chaotic, leaving you drained before the day even begins? You're not alone. Millions of us stumble out of bed, rush through our routines, and face the day unprepared. But what if there was a way to transform your mornings, and your entire life, using the wisdom of a 2,000-year-old philosophy? Today, we're merging ancient Stoic principles with modern science to create a morning routine that builds resilience, clarity, and unshakable purpose. Let's turn your chaotic mornings into your greatest advantage. Introduction: Why your morning matters. Your mornings are a war zone. Every single day, the alarm screams. You panic. You're already losing. Because here's the cold, hard truth: if you don't own your mornings will own you. Let that sink in. While you're hitting snooze, your anxiety is doing push-ups. Your doubts are plotting mutiny. And by the time you stumble into the day, you're just cannon fodder for chaos. Most routines are band-aids on bullet wounds. Drink water. Meditate. Blah blah. But what about the storm inside your skull? The what ifs? The I'm not enoughs? You can't yoga your way out of a hurricane. That's why the ancient Stoics didn't just survive, they thrived in wars, plagues, and betrayals. And you're scared of Mondays? Stoicism isn't philosophy. It's a weapon. Forge it at dawn, and you'll carve through obstacles like they're paper. Imagine this: you wake up before the alarm. You smile in the chaos. You turn stress into jet fuel. How? By stealing secrets from warriors, emperors, and people who laugh at rock bottom. By the end of this video, you'll wield a morning routine so savage, so unbreakable, it'll make your old self weep. We're talking a 5 a.m. mental blade that slices through fear. The Stoic adrenaline hack that turns dread into hunger. How to crave chaos like your morning coffee. This isn't self-help. This is self-revolution. And the battlefield? It's your mind. Arm yourself, or get left behind. Your mornings aren't just broken, they're a 5-alarm dumpster fire. You're not waking up, you're crawling out of the ashes of yesterday's regrets. That snooze button? It's a Molotov cocktail lobbed at your potential. And every Instagram scroll? It's gasoline on the inferno of your distraction. Wake up, or burn down. Because neuroscience just dropped a truth bomb: your brain's first hour is a matchstick in a hurricane. Waste it, and you'll spend the day choking on the smoke of your own chaos. Here's your nightmare on loop: you zombie shuffle to the kitchen, let the world hijack your synapses, and by 9 a.m., you're a puppet strapped to a rocket of panic. Emails? Flamethrowers. Traffic? A grease fire. Your coworker's urgent request? A napalm meme. And you wonder why you're exhausted? You started the day in a mental arsonist's playground. But Stoics? They eat chaos for breakfast. While you're hyperventilating over spilled coffee, they're out here breathing fire. Seneca wrote masterpieces as Rome burned to the ground. Marcus Aurelius stared down plagues like they were campfires. No lattes, no LinkedIn, just raw, roaring clarity. Their secret? They didn't fear the inferno. They became it. Your routine isn't just broken, it's a war crime against your potential. Every reactive minute is a match struck in a dynamite factory. But here's your detonator: Stoicism turns chaos into a flamethrower for your ambition. Before you check the weather, ignite your grit. Before you brew coffee, brew unapologetic fury. Your morning isn't a to-do list, it's a gladiator arena, and the floor is lava. Still hitting snooze? Fine. Keep playing with matches. But if you're ready to level cities with your focus, to march into meetings like a walking wildfire, then grab your mental armor. We're storming heaven. And we're leaving ashes. Memento mori, death is your wake-up call. The Stoics didn't whisper memento mori to haunt you, they roared it to awaken you. Death isn't lurking in the shadows, it's standing in broad daylight, stopwatch in hand, screaming, "What are you waiting for?" This isn't morbid, it's your atomic advantage. Every tick of the clock is a match struck against the kindling of your complacency. That phoenix you keep hearing about? It's not some mythical bird. It's you, clawing out of the ashes of maybe tomorrow and someday, wings dripping with the molten resolve of today. Think of death as your most brutal coach. It doesn't coddle. It doesn't negotiate. It stands on the sidelines of your life, whistle shrieking, faster, bolder, now. When you hit snooze, it smirks. When you waste hours doom scrolling, it laughs. But when you rise, really rise, it salutes. Because here's the secret: death's urgency is your superpower. That presentation you're terrified to give? Do it like it's your last chance to speak. That dream you've shelved for stability? Chase it like a wildfire chases oxygen. The clock's ticking? Good. Let it detonate your excuses. Every morning, you're handed two choices: rise or rot. The phoenix doesn't try to rebirth itself, it ignites. Your obstacles? They're not roadblocks. They're the friction that sparks your inferno. A traffic jam? A chance to practice patience. A rejection? A lesson wrapped in flames. Burn through them, and what's left isn't ash, it's the unbreakable steel of a mindset forged in fire. But let's get visceral. Imagine your funeral. Not the flowers and eulogies, the unsaid. The unwritten book. The unmade amends. The "I'll start tomorrows" that died with you. That's the phoenix's warning: your potential is perishable. Let it expire, and you'll leave behind a monument of what if. But harness death's whisper, and you'll live with a snarling, clawing hunger that terrifies mediocrity. So when the alarm blares, don't just wake up, resurrect. Stare into the mirror and see the ghost of your future self staring back. Will they smirk at your courage or weep at your cowardice? The bed is a coffin for the complacent. The world? A graveyard of somedays. Still hitting snooze? The phoenix laughs, but not at you, for you. It knows what you forget: you are one breath away from rewriting your story. So rise. Not tomorrow. Now. Let yesterday's ashes fuel today's inferno. Burn so bright they see your light from the grave. 1. The pre-morning ritual. Yes, before you wake up. The battle for your tomorrow isn't fought at dawn, it's won at midnight. While the world numbs itself with Netflix and doom scrolls, Stoics like Seneca sharpen their minds like swords in the dark. Your pillow isn't a retreat, it's a war room. Here's how to weaponize your nights. Evening reflection, surgery for your Su.L. Your journal isn't a diary, it's an operating table. While the world numbs itself with Netflix and scrolling, you're here to perform open heart surgery on your day. No anesthesia. No mercy. This is where you dissect victories, autopsy failures, and suture shut the wounds of complacency. 1. The win: dig for gold, not glitter. Forget I survived. Survival is for roaches. You're hunting conquests. Right. I decapitated the 3 p.m. doubt tsunami by completing the proposal before the panic could metastasize. I weaponized silence in a meeting where everyone else screamed, stole power without uttering a word. This isn't bragging. It's forensic analysis. By spotlighting how you won, you blueprint future victories. Marcus Aurelius didn't journal "I ruled okay," he dissected battles, treaties, and betrayals. You're the emperor of your day. Act like it. 2. The lesson: hunt your kryptonite. I failed as amateur hour. Stoics stalk weakness like lions stalk prey. Right. Complacency in Zoom meetings is my Achilles heel. I let ideas die in silence while others hijack credit. I let a trivial email chain derail me for 90 minutes, proof my focus is a leaky bucket. This isn't self-flagellation. It's intelligence gathering. Epictetus, born in chains, wrote, "Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him." Your mistakes? X-rays of your soul. 3. The intention: from wish to warfare. Be productive as a birthday candle. Blow it out. Right. At dawn, I'll hunt distractions like a wolf, silent, lethal, zero mercy. I'll speak 3 uncomfortable truths in tomorrow's meeting, even if my voice shakes. Intentions are battle plans, not daydreams. Seneca didn't plan to write, he bled ink onto parchment while Nero's spies lurked outside his door. The cost of skipping. Neglect this ritual, and your days become unmarked graves, no lessons, no legacy. But do it nightly, and you'll wake up as your own strategist, executioner, and savior. Obstacle is the way set up, your Trojan horse. Place a physical totem where morning you will stumble into it, a jagged rock labeled future me's ammo, a post-it screaming chaos equals promotion. Marcus Aurelius slept in a military tent while emperor, you're building mental barracks. This isn't self-care, it's psychological warfare. While sheep count sheep, you're planting landmines of purpose in tomorrow's battlefield. Sleep becomes your ally, dreams your strategy sessions. Wake up? You've already won. Your snooze button is a surrender flag. Burn it. 2. The 10-minute mental dojo. Your mind isn't a sanctuary, it's a gladiator pit. And every morning, you step into the arena unarmed unless you train. Forget self-care. This is soul combat. Before you check your phone, before you even breathe, forge your mindset in these 10 minutes or bleed out by breakfast. Negative visualization. Burn your comforts to the ground. Close your eyes. Now erase something you love, your job, your health, your partner. Feel that? That's not fear. That's jet fuel. The Stoics didn't do this to weep, they did it storage. When you visualize losing it all, you don't collapse. You ignite. Gratitude isn't a candlelit, thank you, it's a snarling, clawing, I'll die before I lose this. Do this daily, and you'll stop chasing happiness. You'll hijack it. Affirmations with teeth, from cupcake mantras to war chants. I'm amazing is a participation trophy. Try I will march into this meeting and speak like a general, even if my knees shake. I'm enough is a bedtime story. I will outwork my doubts until they suffocate as a battle cry. Stoic affirmations aren't stickers, they're scalpels. Carve them into your psyche, and watch your excuses bleed out. The cost of skipping, your mind becomes a puppet. Skip this ritual, and your day isn't just unproductive, it's colonized. Algorithms hijack your focus. Coworkers draft your priorities. You become a puppet with Instagram strings. But spend 10 minutes in the mental dojo, and you'll detonate distractions before they are born. Stoic steel or rusty blade? Seneca trained his mind at dawn while Rome partied. You? You're scrolling cat memes. The choice is brutal, forge your mindset in fire, or let the world melt you into mediocrity. The arena's open. Enter swinging. 3. Move like a Stoic gladiator. Your body isn't a temple, it's a seized dagger forged for war. Marcus Aurelius didn't own the day by sipping herbal tea. He seized it by turning dawn into a training ground for conquest. The Stoics didn't meditate in meadows, they wrestled in dirt, ran in armor, and laughed as winter winds gnawed their skin. Your mission? Harden your flesh until it's a suit of armor for your soul. Cold exposure, baptism by ice. Step into the shower. Crank it cold. For 30 seconds, let the water scream truth, you are not your comfort. This isn't a challenge, it's brain surgery. The shock isn't pain, it's a wake-up call to your primal core. Your ancestors bathed in icy rivers before hunting mammoths. You? You're hunting excuses. Every flinch, every gasp, is weakness fleeing your bones. Stoics didn't avoid discomfort, theoromanced it, knowing this the body's shivers are the soul's battle hymns. Bodyweight exercises, forge your will, rep by rep. Drop. Give me 20 push-ups. Not for abs, for absolution. The Stoics didn't lift weights, they lifted their own defiance. Every plank, every lunge, is a middle finger to mediocrity. Your trembling arms aren't failing, they're burning complacency to ash. Yoga? It's not stretching, it's combat ballet. Warrior poses aren't for Instagram, they're drills for the real fight, staying unbroken when life sucker punches you. The holistic lie, debunked. Forget balance. Stoicism isn't Zen gardens, it's controlled chaos. A strong mind without a strong body is a sword trapped in rust. A strong body without a strong mind is a weapon aimed at shadows. But together, you become a hurricane with a moral code. The arena awaits. You think leg day is hard? Try facing a divorce, a layoff, or a shattered dream with flabby resolve. The cold shower? It's rehearsal for rejection. The push-ups? Training for perseverance. When your boss ambushes you or your world crumbles, your body won't buckle, it'll remember. Final warning, skip this ritual, and you're just a brain piloting meat. But move like a gladiator, and you'll own the day, bone, sinew, and soul. Now drop and give me 30. The phoenix is watching. Your warm bed is a coffin for cowards. The ice? Your resurrection. 4. The 3-part journaling system. Your journal isn't a diary, it's a war council. While the world scribbles to-do lists, Stoics scribble declarations of war. This isn't about ink on paper, it's about etching your soul into existence. Grab a notebook. Arm your pen. Here's how to turn blank pages into a battlefield map for triumph. 1. Gratitude. Bulletproof your joy. Forget I'm grateful for my family. That's a hall card. Stoics demand blood-specific detail. Write. The way sunlight stabbed through my blinds at 6:03 a.m., painting the wall like a gold dagger. The smirk my kid flashed mid-eye roll, a tiny rebellion I secretly applaud. The steam curling off my coffee, a ghost whispering you are alive, damn it. This isn't positivity. It's combat training. By savoring micro moments, you forge gratitude into a weapon against life's entropy. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations in War Camps. Your journal is a trench where you'll mine joy from chaos. 2. Today's obstacles. Turn landmines into launch pads. Stoics don't fear obstacles, they hunt them. For every challenge, ask, how does this chaos upgrade me? A client's tantrum? Patience drill. Extract data, not drama. A traffic jam? Focus furnace. Test my calm under siege. A failure? Intelligence debrief. Autopsy without shame. Epictetus, born a slave, called obstacles the raw material of virtue. Your journal is the smithy. Interrogate every hurdle like a Spartan interrogates a traitor. What will you teach me before I break you? 3. Memento mori. Write like you're dying, because you are. Here's the grenade. If today were my last, what legacy action would I take? Not what meetings? Or what errands? What scorch mark will you leave? Finish the proposal? Weak. Call the estranged sibling? Warmer. Write the truth you've choked back for years? There's the inferno. This isn't morbid, it's clarity napalm. Death isn't lurking, it's breathing down your neck, hissing, make this page matter. The cost of a blank page. Skip this ritual, and you're a ghost haunting your own life. But wield it, and you'll command time like a Stoic emperor. Your journal isn't a record, it's a prophecy. Write it in blood, sweat, or tears, just write it. Now. Before the world steals your pen. Your pen is a scalpel. Dissect your soul or let the world autopsy you. 5. The philosopher's breakfast. Your breakfast isn't a meal, it's a declaration of war. Epictetus, the slave-turned-stoic titan, ate scraps and called it fuel. You? You're shoveling sugar-coated regret into a body that deserves better. The Stoics didn't grab a granola bar, they devoured purpose with every bite. Here's how to turn your plate into a battlefield. Eat like a Spartan, not a serf. That avocado toast? Cute. The Stoics didn't chase trends, they chased immortality. Ask, does this food fortify my focus or chain me to a food coma? A philosopher's breakfast isn't Instagrammable, it's functional. Eggs? Protein grenades. Oatmeal? Focus mortar. Black coffee? Liquid resolve. Sugar? A Trojan horse. Mindful eating, the silent siege. Every bite is a vote for who you'll become. Scarf a muffin in your car, and you're training your mind to rush. Sit. Chew. Taste the damn almonds. This isn't wellness, it's sensory warfare. The crunch? A drumbeat for discipline. The bitterness of greens? A reminder life isn't supposed to be sweet. Guilt is for the weak. Stoicism isn't about kale or keto, it's about intent. Eat cake if you want, but do it like Epictetus, eyes wide, savoring every crumb, then owning the consequences. No guilt. No excuses. Just a merciless pact between body and will. The stakes. Your ancestors fought famine. You're fighting Uber Eats. Win this meal, and you'll conquer the day. Lose? You'll grovel at the altar of brain fog. The choice is brutal: feast like a philosopher or graze like livestock. The Stoic test. Here's where rubber meets blood. All those pre-dawn cold showers, journal entries, and fistfights with your alarm clock, they've led here. The moment life lunges at your throat. Your coworker throws you under the bus. Your project implodes. Your flight gets cancelled. This is the arena. Not your cozy morning routine, the raw, roaring chaos where Stoicism either becomes your shield or shatters like glass. The fork in the road. Default you screams, cries, or rage texts. But Stoic you? You smile. Not because you're numb, because you've craved this moment. You've trained for it. While others slept, you've rehearsed catastrophe. That rock on your desk? It's now a whetstone for your resolve. You inhale, and the question detonates in your skull: what would Marcus Aurelius do? The Emperor's Playbook. Marcus didn't flinch when barbarians breached Rome's gates. He wrote meditations in war camps, turning screams into scripture. So when your boss ambushes you, you don't panic. You interrogate the storm: what part of this can I command? Your pulse slows. Your vision sharpens. The chaos? It's not a threat, it's our proving ground. The revolution. This isn't calm. This is controlled wildfire. You respond, don't react. You thank your coworker for the feedback while silently drafting their obsolescence. You salvage the project by burning deadweight. You turn the airport delay into a strategy session. Every move is precise, ruthless, yet untouchably poised. Why it terrifies them. The world feeds on reactivity, your tantrums fuel its machine. But when you stand unshaken, you expose the game. Colleagues falter. Haters starve. Your calm isn't passive, it's a psychological siege. You've weaponized Seneca's wisdom: we suffer more in imagination than reality. The aftermath. Later, you'll journal this victory. But for now, you marinate in the quiet roar of a mind that's turned trauma into triumph. The Stoic test isn't passed, repeated until it's your DNA. Drop your battlefield story in the comments. This isn't just a forum, it's a war council. Your scars are textbooks. Your silence? A surrender. Did you hear Seneca's whisper when the world screamed? Did you turn a modern barbarian, traffic, deadlines, betrayal, into fuel? Or did you falter, and now need the pack's iron to rebuild? No platitudes. No filters. Raw truth only. Your story could be the torch that guides another warrior through the dark. The phoenix feeds on shared fire. Rise. Burn. Repeat. Overcoming obstacles, when life derails your routine. Stoicism isn't a porcelain doll, it's a wrecking ball. Miss a day? Good. Now let's weaponize that failure. Your routine isn't a prison, it's a guerrilla training camp. Chaos isn't your enemy, it's your drill sergeant. Here's how to turn derailments into detonations. The 2-minute rule: war in the trenches. Stuck on a delayed train? Journaling in a thunderstorm? Perfect. Dictate your thoughts into your phone like a general barking orders. Scribble on napkins. Whisper affirmations in a bathroom stall. Stoicism isn't about Instagrammable Zen, it's about winning ugly. Epictetus, chained and tortured, still carved wisdom into his mind. Your commute? A battleground, not an excuse. Criticism check, smash the rigidity myth. Too rigid? Tell your critics to eat gravel. Stoicism survived empires collapsing, plagues raging, Nero burning Rome. It doesn't fear your busy schedule. Adjust the routine, but never the fire. Swap cold showers for ice cup face splashes. Trade journaling for voice memos. Flexibility isn't failure, it's adaptation under fire. The Phoenix Protocol. Slept through your alarm? Good. Now practice amor fati, love the setback. Forge gratitude from guilt: thank you, failure, for teaching me hunger. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while burying 8 children. You spilled coffee? Pathetic, rise. Final stand. Your routine isn't a checklist, it's a blood oath. Break it, bend it, but never betray it. The world wants you to quit. Burn that agenda. Your excuses are kindling. Your resilience? A flamethrower. Conclusion, your invitation to a Stoic life. The sun doesn't rise, it ignites. And so do you. Those pre-dawn hours you've reclaimed aren't just minutes, they're a rebellion against the sleepwalking masses. You've traded survival mode for sovereignty. The chaos of yesterday's mornings? Ashes. What's left is a forge where you hammer grit from chaos, purpose from panic, and joy from the jaws of modern madness. This isn't about waking up early. It's about waking up immortal. Marcus Aurelius didn't scribble meditations to crush his to-do list, he wrote to outlive empires. Your journal, your cold showers, your battle cries at dawn? They're not tasks. They're symphonies of defiance. While the world hits snooze, you're etching your name into eternity. The choice. You stand at a crossroads. Path 1, keep donating your days to distractions. Let comfort rot your resolve. Surrender to the gravitational pull of good enough. Path 2, join the Stoic resistance. Let every morning be a declaration of war against mediocrity. The sunset you're staring at? It's not an ending, it's a bonfire for the unbroken. That quiet confidence in your smile? It's the ghost of your former self, saluting the warrior you've become. Your move, gladiator. The arena gates are open. The crowd roars. But this isn't Rome, it's our life. So I'll ask you plainly, what's your first strike? Will you journal like Seneca, turning ink into ichor? Will you baptize yourself in ice like a Spartan? Or will you let death's whisper, memento mori, claw you awake? Drop your answer in the comments. Not for likes, for legacy. Forge a legion of the unyielding. Together, we'll turn mornings into monuments. Join the confident Stoic movement. If this resonated, smash that like button. It tells the algorithm you're ready for more wisdom. New here? Subscribe and hit the bell. Remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. Marcus Aurelius. See you in the next one.